give Middle Tennessee some credit. Coach had his team ready to play, and we knew it wasn't going to be an easy out for us. They were playing really well. They're a good basketball team. Come off that road win at Marshall Thursday night. And they knew coming in here, this is kind of, huge game for everybody. And they were better than us. We knew it was going to be a challenge for us tonight, just not physically, but mentally too, getting back up off of, that floor from Thursday night's game. We left everything we had on that floor Thursday night, physically and mentally, and, it was I didn't think any of us had that quite the zap that we've had. And again, they jump up, and this is like sticking that, needle in that balloon. They jump up and make 15 out of 26 threes. Again, they come into this game shooting, 27% as a team. So they deserve credit for making shots. And when you make shots, it makes everything work better. Your energy, your confidence. We get down 5 at halftime, probably fortunate to be down only 5. They come out the second half. And it goes from 5 to 10 or 11 quickly. And it gave them, that's what you don't want to do. You want to win that first 4 minutes out of that locker room. And we didn't win that first 4 minutes. And it gave them enough confidence in that first couple minutes, enough juice and energy to get them through the rest of that half. We got down and we had to play small. It wasn't that we played small, then we kind of made a run at them. And a huge play for us is when Cam picks up his 5th foul. That's just a huge play for us playing the way we were playing, and we had some rhythm, we had some things going, and but that was huge. That was a huge foul for us at the time. Got to the foul line a bunch. In that second half, we made some three-pointers to get us back in it, playing small, spread that court a little bit, and opened it up. But, again, they kept making shots. We said at halftime they won't make 8 again second half. Well, they didn't, but they made 7 again, and 7 for 12 at a high percentage. So give them credit.
Would you say that 2 p.m. kickoff is an impact on that?
No, we're not going to make no excuses where it's 2 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 12 o'clock. They had to tip it off just like we did. Naturally, they got a deeper bench than we got. That's to their advantage. It's very obvious our bench is real thin. So it's a challenge after a game we had the other night, Thursday night, to get back and do it Saturday night. But that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do in this league. Everybody's good. As I said, it's the best middles team they've had in the last few years. And they're playing some confidence. And again, you make 15 out of 26 threes, you're going to beat most people. Don't ask me how and why they made them. I guess I did a poor job getting our guys to guard three-point shots. But, they had some guys make some threes in that first half. Basically, they ain't made them all year. When that center steps out there and banks it in, it was going well for them. And that's what happens. It just kind of snowballs, and they gain confidence from it and take some confidence from us. And but our guys kept battling. Like I said, we got that thing back to 4 points or 6. What was it?
5 twice.
5 twice. How much time at 5?
8 minutes, 53 seconds.
Yeah, so when did Cam foul out?
You got it to 5 again before something to go, I think, 4:20.
Cam fouled out 4:20. It's a 5-point game again. And we didn't finish that half as well right there offensively.
In terms of the three-point defense, I believe all the conference losses, they're making at least a third of their three-pointers. Is there anything that, without looking at the film today, you can point to or try to do better in that regard?
Jared, that's a good question. I wish I had the answer for that for sure. If I'm watching this film, I can say this. Some of those other games, international, I didn't think if there was a shot on there, it wasn't contested. The last game we came out of, there was a couple guys made some shots we left open, hadn't made them all year. Tonight, the same way. You know, is there a shot or two that they made we didn't have a hand in their face? I'm sure there was. But for the most part, you know, you wanted to zone some because of Jamar. That 5 guy comes away from that basket, but he hadn't been a shooter. They forced us to go play some man then, and we thought playing man they wouldn't make as many threes. Seams jumped up and made them, and Jefferson. You know, it's a huge play over there. That 3-point shot he hits, and we foul him. And again, he went 7 for 9. And he's their best 3-point shooter now, but he's still 31%. But as a team, you go 15 for 26. What percentage is that?
58.
That's pretty good. And you're gonna beat most people you play.
Well, Coach, this isn't obviously a position that you or the team imagine yourself being in, but with 5 straight losses, you know, what do you guys tell each other in the locker room, on the court, to just, you know, keep your spirits high, just, you know, keep pushing ahead as you guys go on the road next week?
Well, that's a real simple thing, what you say and believe now. I mean, hey, no one feels sorry for us. Understand that. Nobody. Matter of fact, everybody outside here loves it. That's just where it is. That's the real world. Everybody loves it. Have a chance to beat up on us because it ain't what we're used to. So they know for any of them to have success, they got to go through us. So again, understand that first off. Don't worry about what anybody says outside those lines. You worry about what you're in control of between these lines. How hard you play and stay together. That's all that matters. We stay together as a group in that locker room. And, you know, as you guys all know, 4 of those 5 losses, not tonight, and tonight wasn't one of them. Hell, we lose by one possession. Basically got a lead under a minute to go in all of them. So that's a fine line. You know, it's easy to lay over and, you know, and quit fighting. My guys ain't gonna do that. We're gonna keep fighting. When things don't go good, you dig up much harder. That's what you got to do. That's the real world. And our backs against the wall, you know, trying to win a game. Now we got to go on the road to do it. We know that's not easy. That's what we got to find a way to do.
In terms of CUSA as a whole, the East Division, it seems like there's quite a bit of parity there. You know, kind of looking at your years past in CUSA, would you say this is like, I guess, the most parity you've seen in this league division?
Hey, you know, there's no question about that. You know, there's been years the Florida schools hadn't been great, even though Florida Nationals became good a couple years ago. They finished in top 5 a couple years ago. Florida Atlantic probably wasn't up there. You know, Middle's been down the last 3 years. They hadn't been near the team they've been, but you can see they are right now. You know, it's basically been Old Dominion and ourselves and Marshall County, and I know Old Dominion still has a really good team. They're struggling a little bit, and Marshall, for whatever reason, is struggling a little bit too, as we are. So there's no question that when maybe the top of the league is struggling a little bit, makes the bottom of the league, it's been there a little better, even those people better anyway. But darn sure gives them a better chance, and that's kind of where it is on our side right now.
Coach, you talked about, you know, the depth and having a short bench, but most of you guys play, you know, 30-plus minutes against teams who run, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 deep.
Hey.
You know, does that physically take an effect on the game that allows other teams to go on runs like that?
Okay, again, we'll never make excuses, okay? But you know the answer to that, or you wouldn't ask the question. 100%. We're playing 6 guys, and 6 guys that walk off that floor Thursday night with not an ounce of energy in them, physically or mentally. Now you got to turn around and do it again. And you got to turn it around and do it again with teams coming in at a mental high, mental edge, coming off wins, coming here to play us. You know, we're licking our wounds a little bit. So we got to fight both of those things. Just not us. We got to fight that opponent where they're at mentally. But, you know, there ain't nobody want to walk through that door for us. And like I say, hey, nobody feels sorry for us. Most people love it. They love to beat up on us right now.
I know, like we had talked about, this is kind of a position this program's not used to being in. I believe this is, the longest losing streak of your time here, and you're not used to being under 500 at this point in the season. As a coach, how do you deal with, a situation like this and trying to, right the ship as the guy in charge of the program?
It's real easy for me, Jared. Again, not used to it. That's number one. Not used to it. But it's real simple. Where everybody can do it when things are going well. When things don't go well, it's when you got to be at your best. So when things ain't going well, we got to be at our best. We got to keep fighting. We got to keep trying to figure out, the parts we have right now, how to make those work the best. And again, I'm not going to lose sight of this. There's been 4 games. It's a one possession game, under a minute to go. Tonight's a game. It's really the first game. You can point to Florida Atlantic a little bit. I didn't think we just had that juice from the get-go. I didn't think we had. That's not to take anything away from Middle Tennessee. I just didn't think we were at the level that you got to be at, man, to beat a good Middle Tennessee team. And no fault of them. Blame anybody, always blame the coach. Never the player's fault. Players never miss free throws on purpose. They never throw it away on purpose. They don't do those things on purpose. So,
obviously the threes that they hit get a lot of attention, but you guys probably had one of your best offensive performances of the season as well. Shooting 42% from 3, 5 players in double figures. I guess, what can you take away from it from that side of the ball?
well, once we got down and we went small, that's when we made all of our threes. I'd have to look at it and see the first half. Did we make any? 2 for 9 the first half. I know Luke had some shots the first half. I think he was 0 for 4 at halftime. Is that right? And they wasn't helping off. They were one of those cats. I mean, Cam, back screen stuff, not helping off of them. They're staying attached to them. And as I said, that's a struggle we have a little bit with Jamar, and when Jamar's not at his best, and I didn't think he was at his best from an injury standpoint or any of that tonight. But we went small. Probably of those 10 threes, have to check it, but I'd probably say 6 of the 10 at least came from when we went small. Any stats on that, Zach? Pretty close. Again, we felt, we get it back to 4 or 5 right there 4 or 5 minutes ago, and but that first 2 minutes of second half, it's a bad start. You're down 5 already, and you're struggling for energy emotionally and physically. And they hit a couple threes early in that second half. Oh, well, that's tough. That's a tough mental thing, just not physically, a tough mental thing.
Coach, just looking at how Davion performed today, scoring, he's averaging 15 points per game, and then he scored 15 in that first half. He kind of just talked about how important he is to the team.
Listen, Davey's just a warrior, man. I don't have to worry about him. When physically he can't, you don't feel like he's at his best, that means every ounce of it's gone from him. He is never less than the best physically or mentally until he's drained. 0. There's never going to be a possession he takes off the rest. There's never going to be a possession he takes off trying defensively. Never. So when he's not getting something done, it's only because he has nothing left in him to give. He's at the there's not many players or people anywhere that have the physical and mental makeup that he has as a person, as a player. How many you didn't ask no question? You got a question?
Well, I was actually saying
He didn't.
if I'm wrong, but I think
I'll correct you if you're wrong, but go ahead.
I might correct me if I'm wrong, Zach, but I think the last 3 or 4 games, leading scores have been somewhat different. So, with a silver lining like that, I think I correct me if I'm wrong, but having different guys step up each game, how much can you appreciate that all the guys are equally buying in like that?
Well, Mohammed, I think I'm right about this. We play 6 guys. Last game we had 4 in double figures and 2 with 9. Almost all 6 of them in double figures. Tonight, pretty balanced. 4 of them in double figures. There are 5 of them. 5 of them double figures tonight. So we've got some good balance. We just got to continue to find ways to be consistent with that balance because we need all 6 of them. All 6 of them to be at their best. When one of them or 2 of them not at their best, it puts more pressure on all of us right now, for sure. All right, guys.